Well, hey. So, if you cannot tell, we are in a totally different location than what I am normally shooting in. We are not in an office, and we are definitely not in the city. We are in the country. I'm talking like 2 hours from the city. And the reason for that is because, y'all, I need to come out here and clear my head. I needed to come out here and just recenter myself. I am all about protecting my peace, protecting my energy, not losing sight of my goals. And sometimes when you are working and you're in the city and you're in the hustle and bustle of life, you lose sight of your own vision. And you start to really question yourself. And that's what I was doing. I was questioning myself. I was questioning a lot of things that were going on in my personal life. And I need to come out here for clarity. And that's what this video is all about. It's all about the clarity that I received just from being out here in the last maybe 12 hours, if that. Alrighty, now, with that being said, y'all already know the first thing I want you to do. Comment down below and let me know exactly how you are feeling in this moment. Are you feeling happy? Are you sad? Are you feeling aloof? Are you seeking clarity right now? How are you feeling? Me, I'm having like a bittersweet moment, and we're going to get into why in this video. But right now, I'm feeling like I'm feeling happy that I'm out here and I'm with my family, but I'm also kind of sad because of the reason why I had to come here. So it's kind of like a bittersweet situation. But yeah, that is how I am feeling. Now, let's go on to the first thing that I got clarity about since being out here in the country with my mother. The first thing that I regained clarity on is that I am not wrong for requiring respect. And that has been a really big struggle of mine over the last year in my profession and in my relationship. The reason I say that is because I am a woman. If you don't know, I date older men. 30 plus. I don't ever recall dating anyone that wasn't 30 plus, my senior. And it's not so much the person I'm dating as much as it's the environment that I go into when I'm around them. I get clocked and little girled a lot. And it ends up being a situation where they can't vent their frustrations or their disapproval to him, so they take it out on me. Or for you all, like if I was dating, if I was dating my brother. If my brother was dating somebody and I didn't like his girlfriend, I can't go tell my brother I can't stand your girlfriend. I mean, I can, but that ain't gonna do much. So I just started making things a little bit difficult for her, you know? And for me, because I date older men, that's just how I thought life was. That's how I thought people treat you. I didn't know any better. So I always felt like, okay, I have to earn their respect. I have to earn the right to be treated like a woman. I have to earn the right to be talked to decently. I have to earn everything from these older people because I was constantly in an older crowd. And so that's what I was doing, right? I was always dressing a certain way, talking a certain way, acting mature, you know, trying my best to win their approval, and sometimes still not getting it and just feeling like, dang, I suck because, y'all, I'm a people pleaser. I'm just call it what it is. I'm a people pleaser. And so now that I am 30, y'all, in my 30s, I don't longer feel that way. I feel like that the moment I turn 30, my mind shifts. And I'm like, I'm not going to work hard to require the bare minimum respect that you should give anyone walking through the door, despite your feelings of them, their occupation. I'm not going to demand that. I'm not going to, you know, climb every mountain to try to get it. I'm going to require it from the get-go because that is what I'm going to give you, and I'm not wrong for that. And that last feeling is one that is tugging at my heart because I feel so wrong for requiring respect. I feel like that I am doing something wrong. The best way I can describe what it began to feel like is a never-ending maze of trial and error. You're climbing these rocks thinking you're going to make it to the top and thinking you're going to, you know, finally get the respect, and you don't get it. You're going to turn over all these rocks. You're going to run. You know, you're going to do all these things to finally think that you're going to get these people's respect, and it's never going to be there. And it wasn't because of something that you were doing. You knew it was because of who you were dating. You knew it was something that you could not control unless, you know, decided to end your relationship or quit your job or you know, end your friendship with somebody. And that's not right. But what really made me say, you know what, I just gotta go, was because not only did I start feeling so bad about wanting respect, I started feeling bad about the way that I was requesting it. I started feeling bad for the times that I would stand up for myself. And I realized that a lot of times, y'all, we get into these environments and we lose ourselves. We get into these environments and we forget our own morals and our own self-respect. We get into these environments and we forget that we deserve respect and we deserve to be heard, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You are not the box that somebody puts you in. There is more to life. There is more to what that person thinks about you. But because we get into these environments and we get comfortable and we don't want to leave and stuff like that, we get complacent and we stay there. And we end up wasting time and wasting years. And I don't have the time, the years, the patience, or the understanding to go through any of that. I'm not going to. Like I'm telling y'all, when I turn 30, my mindset is just shift. Something turned on and I'm like, I'm not tolerating that shit. I'm not about to tolerate that. I don't care who your daddy is. Or, you know, I don't care who the boss is. I'm with the boss. So that was basically my mindset. And I knew that, and because I started to feel so bad about it, I know I need to go somewhere, clear my head, and go around people that thought like me and that would tell me the truth no matter how much it hurt. And that's what my family does. No matter how much it hurt, they'll tell me, you need to fix your hair. Your attitude was not right. You shouldn't have done that. Because my mom, she checks me. Y'all, my mom checks me about so much stuff. My grandmother checks me about so much stuff. So I knew I was coming to an environment that was going to pour into me and correct me when I needed to be corrected. So that was another reason why I came out here. And that was the main piece that I have. And I want to tell you, if you're in an environment, whether it's a friend group, whether it's a bowling group, whether you're in a relationship, whatever it is, you deserve respect. If you are given respect, you deserve it. I also want to add on to this. Despite what he met you doing or what she met you doing, that does not mean anyone has the right to disrespect you. And the reason why I say that is because when I first started dating, when I first got in my first relationship, I believed that I wasn't getting respect because I was an adult entertainer. Because I was a stripper, I thought I wasn't getting any respect. You're not going to respect me because of my occupation. My mind was not developed enough to understand. They're not going to respect you because they don't understand why this 19-year-old is dating this 40-year-old, 43-year-old man, and he's lavishing her with all these gifts, taking her on all these vacations. They don't like that, which means they don't like you. My mindset couldn't comprehend that. I don't know why, but it just couldn't. I couldn't separate the two. And so what I want to say is that if you're a guy watching this, or a girl, or whomever you identify as, despite what your occupation is, you deserve the minimum respect any human being. I don't care if you're selling it on the corner. I don't care if you're selling cars. I don't care if you're a lawyer. I don't care if you're selling toes on OnlyFans. I don't care what you're doing. As long as you are given respect, you deserve to be treated and talked to like a human being. And you have the right to stand up for yourself. So that is what I want to tell you. Now, the next thing I want to talk about that I've gained clarity on is how I wanted the respect to be given. Because once I got over that hurdle of feeling like I needed to be respected, now that I'm getting over this hurdle, it's okay. What do you want them to respect you on? How do you want them to respect you? What is respect to you? That was another thing, because y'all keep in mind, I went from not really feeling like I deserve respect, feeling like I have to earn it, to now realizing that I deserve it. Okay, what is respect? And I want to segue and say, if you have a child out there, really sit down and teach them what is respect, how a person talks to you. Really go through the motions with them, because a lot of times we're told people should respect you, people should, shouldn't talk to you this way, shouldn't treat you that way, but we're not taking through the motions of it. To me, as long as you don't yell at me, you're not disrespecting me. So imagine how if I feel like the minimum you shouldn't do is yell at me. Imagine how many times I was getting yelled at, or harshly talking to. Child. Anyway, let's not get on that. So for me, it came down to, when it comes to relationship wise, being a united front no matter what. Because at the end of the day, I chose you, you chose me. We chose each other. So we have to be a united front no matter what. especially when, you know, family and stuff gets involved. When it comes to a job, understanding, respect my position. I didn't get this position. A lot of us didn't get this position because of who we know. Respect my position when it comes to a job. When it comes to like friends and stuff, respect my boundaries. You're my friend. You're not my man. You're my friend. You're not my wife. Respect my boundaries. Respect my standards. That is that. But mainly for me, I'm not really having an issue when it comes to friends. It's mostly work, and then relationship wise, it's respect my title. I worked hard to get this title. Don't come in here think, you know, respect me being head of marketing. And then when it comes to relationships wise, we have to be a united front. And I think that is the actual conversation we're having right now, is being a united front and making sure that we are giving each other the respect that we feel like that we deserve. But for me, it was more about feeling like I deserve that respect, because this is honestly a conversation that I've never, ever, ever had with anyone. Feeling like I'm being disrespected, feeling like I'm not being heard. I'm sick of being little girl, because me, y'all, I'll just recluse to myself and I won't think about it. I just will just stay to myself, and then people be like, oh, she's antisocial, or she don't like people. Or what I will do is I will let it pile up until I pop. And that's not good. It's not good to run, and it's not good to just let things pile up. So what I'm currently working through is how to require respect in the current moment and not to let it pile up. That's what I'm currently working on. How to actually say, you know what, I just feel like the way you spoke to me was disrespectful. Hey, I would really appreciate if you stayed out of our relationship. I understand this is your X, Y, and Z. I understand that's your friend, that's your father, that's your whatever. But I would really appreciate if you respected our boundaries. And then having a conversation with my partner, because I think a lot of us, you have to have a conversation with your partner. And that's something that, again, I have to have. Well, I'm having. And figuring out the best way to, I'm trying to pick my words carefully, figuring out the best way to communicate that. So all of that being said, y'all, that is what made me come out here to the country. And I just wanted to pour a little bit back into you and tell you that I understand if you don't feel like you deserve respect. I understand if you feel like that you have not earned it, but you are a human being and you deserve it. The moment you walk through that door, despite your occupation, despite who you're dating, despite, you know, whatever people say, you deserve respect. And it is okay for you to set boundaries and ask people to respect those boundaries. And I think it's crazy for me right now, because I am doing that. I am setting my boundaries. I am setting my expectations, and I'm requiring them to be respected. And y'all, if y'all could see my inboxes, if y'all could see my messages, if y'all could see, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that TikTok where, you know, they say, the sound of my inbox after I cuss somebody out, or when my mother say this or my sister say that and I say this. I'm going to do that little, I'm going to do that TikTok, because y'all, my inboxes my messages have been going ding, 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 ding. Why would you say that? How could you say that? You shouldn't have said that. They should not have disrespected me, thinking that they could get away with it because who they're associated to. A lot of people feel like they can disrespect you because of who they are associated to. And I used to allow that to happen. I used to allow that to happen. Not no more. I'm sorry. It's above me now. I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Please, in the comment below, let me know if you found this insightful, helpful. Let me know where you're at in life. I try to keep this video real neutral, because, you know, I don't want to put all the business out there. But that's what I'm just going through right now. I'm just seeking clarity. I need to have a little bit of love. And yeah, so I'll see you in my next video.